This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
You have a rich person's name. Like, you should be a billionaire with the name Winfield. Anyway, call me back, bro.
How do you know that I already am not a billionaire?
Don't know.
That name. Maybe I'm just hiding it.
You're good at it then.
Yeah. I'm so good at acting poor. Yeah. Tom Hanks. Nothing on my acting skills. It is the 17th of September, 2020. My name is Corey Winfield. Joining me in the studio, Marney Liston.
Yep.
Hi, Marney.
Hey.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast, which I was going to mention it the other day, and maybe I did, and I just can't remember. Did I mention that we have over 20,000 downloads?
No.
Well, we do. And the reason why I kind of hesitate, because there's really more than that. Because like the numbers that were given from the site that we pay money to use the service, they don't count everybody. Like, say, for example, if you listen on Spotify or Pandora, and you have your account through Pandora, and you sign in with your email, and you listen. Mm-hmm. Not tracked. The only way that they track you is if you sign in through your Facebook. Ah. So if you sign in with Pandora, if you sign in using Facebook, if you sign in your iHeart account or Spotify using your Facebook, then it tracks you. So like people that go to our website, I don't know. There's just so many flags, and I used to drive myself crazy thinking about it and reading up on it, and finally I read this one article that just said, stop. It said, stop. You're not going to find out anything. You're going to pay extra money for something that they can't give you. And they were right, because I remember when we signed up to be on the iHeart platform, it clearly said we do not give any of the stats. We don't give any of that.
Do we need stats, though?
No, I mean, it feels good.
Right?
It feels good. So with that said, yeah, we got 20,000. We're over 20,000.
Nice.
And then like really over 20,000. So thank you. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, everybody.
It makes me feel pretty good. It really does. So with that said, though, so the locations of where people are listening, if they sign in using their Facebook, clarify that, we can run down the top 10. We haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do the last 30 days.
Okay.
That's not good. We can do last week. It's up to you.
Okay.
That was a question.
Oh, I don't know. Last 30 days.
Okay, good. That one's already pulled up. So do you want to go country or city first?
How small are they doing like areas?
Well,
like, can we say Traverse City?
Yeah, that's a city.
Oh, okay. So it can be okay. So
do you want to do? I mean, because they're broken down in. Let me explain. Countries, top 10 countries, and top 10 cities.
No.
Well, we're doing both of them. Which one do you want to do first?
Cities.
Okay. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
You're looking right at the screen. How is this hard for you?
Oh, Jesus. Lord, please. She's really pretty, though.
Oh, my God.
Amen. All right, so take a wild guess. Number one city.
Traverse City.
You are absolutely correct. Good job.
Thanks.
All right, so you're on your game. Number two, and it's a good thing, number two, because a lot of shirts been mailed there. Newaygo, Michigan. Followed by another Michigan city.
Can you give me a clue?
I think it's your stomping grounds.
Ann Arbor?
Ann Arbor. My gosh, you're on fire. And the next one.
Grand Rapids?
No. Richland, Michigan.
Okay.
That one's followed by Washington, Virginia. that one's followed by, and you know some people in this city.
Is it Michigan?
Yep.
Charlevoix, Boyne City.
Grand Haven, Michigan.
Grand Haven.
Followed by Sault Ste. Marie. Mm-hmm. Then we take a trip to a different state.
Interesting. New York.
No. And I said no, like that was odd. Palm Harbor, Florida.
Florida.
And then in at number 9 is Round Lake, Illinois. And rounding out the top 10 is Chi-Town.
Nice.
So those were in the
Chicago.
last 30 days, people that logged on through Facebook that were tracked. That's where they listen. Countries, some of the same. Maybe some new ones.
Really?
Number 1 country?
We lost the United States of
You
America.
are correct. You're so good at this game. And I have a feeling you're going to say the person that's number 2, but really they're number 3. But who do you think's number 2?
New Zealand.
They are number 3.
Australia.
Australia, no, did not make the top 10.
What?
Oh.
Didn't we have Canada on there?
Canada's number 4.
I can't remember. I can't remember our foreigners.
Well, number 2 is India.
All right.
Number 3 is New Zealand. 4 is Canada. Number 5 is Russian Federation.
All right.
So, good job in your recovery, Russian Federation. We appreciate you. Followed by Germany.
Okay.
Oktoberfest is coming up. I don't want to hear any relapse stories from Germany. That's followed by the Ukraine, Spain,
All right.
Bolivia, and Puerto Rico.
Excellent.
Yes. So, yeah, thanks for listening over the last 30 days. Really appreciate it.
Love it.
So, today we had transportation. We had a ride, 217 Recovery. We are not a transportation company. We are a nonprofit. What we do is we help people in early recovery and people who still suffer in active addiction. Sometimes they are in places where they need help, and sometimes they need transportation. So we provide that, and we take people to treatment and necessary places that they need to go. And we did that today. I did that today. I took them over to Richmond.
That's what you said?
Which is about 4 hours away. So it was a little over 8 hours because I had to go somewhere else first to get that. And
That meaning the person?
yeah. And it was, that was like an hour and 20 or hour or whatever there. And then another 4 hours. So nine or so hours driving today.
That's a long day.
It really was. And it just made me think, man, George needs to get, he needs to get a certified recovery coach. And I'm thinking I'm just thinking of the guys that I'm like, Adam, he needs to be a certified recovery coach. Because then, that's who we have drive. And
yeah.
I think that really makes a huge difference.
Oh, for sure.
So far, every person I've taken, we're just like, thank you. This has been awesome. I couldn't have had a better ride. And I'm not in the car, beating them over the head with, oh, why are you doing that stuff? And I don't do I might be brutally honest, but I don't do the tough, love thing. And I don't oh, man, you gotta, I don't know. But I just kind of try to offer hope and inspiration because I know that's what worked for me. And, to build somebody up as they're going into treatment, I think is a huge thing. Because when this person today got in the car, at first, it was a lot of frustration. I don't think it was anger, but uncertainty. This person never been to this place before. So just that whole, and by the end of it, they were good. Mm-hmm. And like I said, they thanked me and, for helping them out. And they're like, I want you to come get me when I leave. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Here's my card. But I think that really makes a difference, though. And I mean, only time will tell. And if that person's ready, to move forward and make that next step. But I'm telling you, anybody can do it. Mm-hmm. I mean, you might think you've given up on somebody. You're like, oh, they're going to die that way. Don't give up on them. Don't enable them, but don't give up on them. And if you sit them down and say, hey, listen to this podcast, I don't know if they will listen. They're like, this guy, what the hell does he know? And maybe you can have them listen to 212 hours of our podcast, and that would be every single one. Then they would kind of understand who I am and the things that I've been through. But I'm just telling you, it's possible. But sometimes slips happen. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't mean that they're bad. It doesn't mean that they're not giving it their all. It just means that that's where they're at in their recovery. If it was super, super easy, it wouldn't be such a hard thing to do. And, one of my friends out there now, I don't know what to do. And I'm fearful that this person has gone back to their drug of choice, which you do this one time with the wrong stuff, you're dead. Mm-hmm. And I worry about this person because I know they're alone. And I just really don't know what to do. And I actually talked about that on the ride today because the person I was going to ride to was asking me like, hey, do you know anybody, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, yeah. And I told them, I was like, I don't know what I can tell this person. I told this person, I'm here for you if you ever need anything. But I feel like I should do more. Like, I don't know what. Mm-hmm. I don't know what. I mean, do I offer them a ride? It's just like, hey, man.
I mean, yeah, in a roundabout way, it's more than just asking him if he needs a ride, but yeah.
Just go kidnap him.
Right.
Like
essentially what you're saying.
Start blaring Metallica.
Quote unquote, a ride. Hey, man, where are you at?
I don't know. I'm so worried, though. I really like this person a lot, and I'm not going to say any names, but just worried. Really am.
Just keep reaching out.
Yeah, I'll reach out. But it just feels like I'm not doing enough.
Did you say I'm worried about you?
To him?
Yeah.
Or to that person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it again.
All right. I mean, I know I can't save anybody.
No, I know.
And that person will have to figure it out himself too, or itself. Mm-hmm. It's twice, damn it. But I don't know. Like, I can't beat myself up over it, but I just... That's what I got to that. It's like...
Right? Well, I mean, it's one of those things where you're in this exact same spot that all those people that were worried about us were probably at one moment. It's crazy.
Yeah, it does come full circle, yeah.
And the worry and the, concern and that, like, pit in your stomach and I just want to know. Just let me know something. I've heard those exact words from my parents, who my dad's actually visiting here right now, and he probably would have a lot to say about that. But
we'll get him.
Oh, no.
Sure, okay.
I love my dad, but he's not podcast material. Sorry, Dad. Love you.
Oh, does he listen?
He does sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think he does. I don't think he likes me.
No, I'm trying to be quiet.
I think it's because I'm always like...
Sexual relationship.
Shut up. No, it's not.
Bothers him.
Nah. No. What? What do you want me to say right now?
I don't know. Just say.
Man.
That's about right.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. So the rides are going well, though. We're reaching out, and once I just don't know how much I can talk about it or want to talk about it, but it's good though. I mean, the people that believe in me and you and 217 Recovery, I think everybody who listens, I consider everybody a part of 217 Recovery. Like I said, I think